What's up, people? This video we're going to do Freelee the Banana Girl, and I'm just browsing her channel here. She's got so many interesting videos. This girl is like no fear, no fear and no shame. Wow, I'm impressed. I don't even know like what to do here. Like there's just so many. You know, this one about Ravana. It's all talking about like her fucking body parts. I did, what video did I do of hers? She talked about her boobs, her boob job that she did. I don't know where it is, but anyway, I did one of her videos and like, the sound was off or something, so I can't post it, but, where is it? This one right here, the boob job. So I don't know like why I squat on the toilet. Like I thought about doing this one, people who died and undereat on YouTube, my advice, but like I'm so sick of this eating disorder shit. Like anything else, please. How to get a flat stomach. I thought maybe this one, coming clean about my adult dependencies. They're all like okay, so people who like talk about their problems, like this is at least done in like an entertaining way somehow. Like, you know, like I almost feel, because like it's not, I don't know, the boob job video is actually really good. She seemed very sane to me. Maybe we'll just do this one, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe high carb vegan. I kind of want to, I want to do all these videos, you know. All right. Leaving the heart. I guess we'll do this one. Well, that's 5 years ago. Fuck that. We're doing this. If you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers, let me know. Also, like, you know, why dislike fat people? That's 5 years ago. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any more. Maybe give me a specific video, because like this girl's got so much shit. Like, where do I start with this? You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
I do not know what is going on with my phone at the moment. Every time it's on the camera mode, it's taking photos of me, like randomly taking photos, but now it's on the record function. It's fine. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to another honest video on my channel. I hope you guys appreciate these videos because I find them so liberating. I'm really enjoying making them. It's like personal development for me. Hopefully it is helping you guys and girls out there too. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. So today's video, well, this is a pretty controversial one, okay? Addiction. Ooh, I thought someone was coming. It's the ghost, the porn ghost. Addiction. Okay, I don't know whether it qualifies, whether my situation qualifies as an addiction, but you know, how many times a week do you have to be watching porn? How many times a day? How many times an hour, or whatever, to be qualified as an addiction? I'm not sure if I qualify, but I definitely had a bit of an issue. Up until fairly recently, really. So I just want to talk more about that. So porn addiction. It's a very controversial, taboo kind of topic. I mean, not only, you know, for guys, but in particular for girls to have a porn issue. Okay, because it's usually a guy's thing, isn't it? You know, you think, oh yeah, guys got a porn addiction. Yeah, that's pretty standard. You know, it's not a big deal. But a girl opens up and says, you know, I've got a bit of issue with porn, or I had an issue with porn, then that definitely gets tongues wagging for sure. It gets people talking. So let's just rewind a lot until when I was really young. Okay, so I had definitely some unhappy times that I wanted to distract myself from when I was young. Definitely had a lot of those like situations. And so when I was young, I went to this bikie party. Okay, biking like, you know, on the bikes. And in the toilets there was like a People magazine, or there was a bunch of People magazines. And so I grabbed the People magazine and I was flicking through it. And this is the first time I'd seen I'd seen like nude bodies and sex and stuff like that. This is the first time, and I was like, oh wow, oh my god, wow, this is really happening, holy shit. And you know, it excited me because it was just, you know, stimulates a part of your body, and it was, you know, and I was young and I was like, you know, curious, of course. So I actually ended up getting into these magazines a bit, and I would buy People magazine. Yes, I would buy it. As I got older, I would go and buy it, and I would just like read it, and I would masturbate, and you know, it would be a distraction from my daily existence. I would do this. It's probably going to shock a few people.
Man, I picked the right video, huh? So, all right. So, like, I've seen. This is, I guess, the third video of hers that I've ever seen. The first video was where she was like yelling. This was like when all these like vegans stopped going vegan. Like when like it happened to like 3 or 4 of them in a row, like a month or 2 ago. I watched some video where she was like yelling at these girls, like it's not about health, it's about the animals, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, she's like, I guess I understood like the crazy reputation thing. And then the other video that I saw was that boob job video where she was like super like fucking like normal person, like sane, completely sane. And then I guess this is the third video, and honestly, the vibe that I'm getting from her is just a genuine, like authentic, like straight up honest person. To be fair, like I haven't seen like all of her videos. I don't fucking follow these people, but from these 3 or 2.5 videos that I've seen, you know, she's like she's normal. Why does I guess I don't understand why this girl like gets so much it's like a bad rep. Actually, maybe from like scrolling through her videos, like I guess she does talk about a lot of like personal stuff. Like I was like, what was like, she doesn't like shave, you know, down there. Another video about how like she doesn't shave her armpits. Like another video with like hairy legs. Another video like all this gossip and drama with like other YouTubers. Like here's my response to fucking what was it, Jenna Marbles. Here's my response to like I don't know, whatever, all these YouTubers. So I guess like I get it. But like I don't know, man. Anybody who can like, because this is, I mean, I haven't seen the whole video, so I don't know. Maybe I'm saying this too soon. But anybody who can make a video about this and actually like relate a real experience, because this is different than like notice just the way she's speaking here. She's telling an actual story in literal terms, right? She's saying, I was at this party, I opened a magazine, I flipped through it, I was stimulated, right? This is like what you read in a fucking like science textbook, right? It's not like, oh, this was like the most meaningful experience of my life and like I was never the same afterwards, like all this like dramatic like bullshit. There's none of that here. It's just like she's like telling a story and like fucking talking about like what actually happened. So good, I guess. Like it's nice to see like honest communication, I guess, from somebody. Very kind of surprised that I'm saying that about her, but it is what it is. That's number 1. Number 2, well, I kind of want to see like where she's going with this porn thing.
So be it. So anyway, yes, buying those magazines and having a bit of a fap by myself. And as I got older, you know, I was like, you know, to the point of getting a boyfriend, my first boyfriend when I was like 16, 17 years old. And then we began to watch porn together. I feel like, oh my God, the neighbor is like, I don't think he can hear me, but he is literally about 5 meters away from me right now. Okay, so back to the story. So we were together like for 4 years and we would watch porn here and there. But when we weren't together, I would watch it by myself. And I was starting to get a bit of a addiction for it by myself. And now I realize that's because I wasn't satisfied in the relationship and I wasn't satisfied with my life, what I was doing with it. I was kind of just treading water. I wasn't living on purpose. And this kind of continued on throughout subsequent relationships. And it happened quite a lot. And it really is a symptom of, you know, something in your relationship or in your mind or, you know, what's happening, manifesting in your brain that is not being satisfied because you're getting a dopamine release when you watch porn, okay? There's a pleasure center in here that releases a hormone, dopamine, okay? So it's like a reward drug and it gives you that high and you're like, oh yeah, that's better. You know, after you masturbate and come, you're like, oh yes, that is better. And I know this might be a little bit TMI for some people, but this happens, this is life. You know, you just gotta embrace it. This is what happens, you know? It's just silly to be embarrassed about things like this. So that dopamine release, you can get it from things like exercise. That's what I would suggest when you want to watch porn. Instead, go and exercise or go and have some...
All right, so that's I guess, I don't want to say like a misconception, but like the dopamine release occurs, I guess, after orgasm, not necessarily like when, you know, on the way, so to speak. So that's important to note. And I think also important because there's this whole like no-fap thing, which is for men mainly. As far as I know, there's nothing like that for women. But the idea with no-fap is that like our brains are biologically wired to like we're not used to like having the internet and being able to like see like different women, naked women, like every second if we want to, you know what I mean? It's not, so like it confuses our brain and it like fucks us up somehow that like it's hard to, it's very addicting for some reason, like releases chemicals or some shit. Yeah, I don't like know all those specifics or whatever, but basically it fucks you up and it's not good. However, that implies that you are, that you like let it push you to the point of orgasm, right? Theoretically, because there's some benefit to looking at a beautiful woman or a naked woman or watching like two people have sex. There is some benefit to that. Like I think it like raises testosterone or something. And the like another bad thing that happens when you have an orgasm as a man is that your body releases prolactin, which is this hormone that like that's like why you feel tired and hungry after you have sex, because your body's like released prolactin, and that like fucks you up, makes you fat. Like it's like a hormone. It's like not good. Like it's just not good. But if you don't actually like get to the point of orgasm, then you could make the argument that it's a good thing, right? That like getting yourself just like excited about that. And again, this is specifically for men. I can't comment on women because I don't think their bodies release prolactin. I think that's a male only hormone. I could be wrong. But in like, you know, I'm not sure, because like also prolactin will prevent erections, right? So I'm not sure like if women just don't have that, because women can have like many orgasms in a row. There's like, I mean, I don't want to say there's no limit, but like they're not limited like men are. So yeah, so like it's not bad unless it can not be bad, right? But who actually uses it like that, right? So that's that. But you know, like she's right. Like you probably this. I'm speaking specifically to men here. Like if you're a girl and you watch porn, like I don't know, how bad is that really? Like you're a girl. Like, you know, how is that really gonna like affect your life? You know, like guys are still gonna come up to you and talk to you. Like it's not you don't have to do anything to get male attention, right? Like, leave your house there. You just fucking. It's all the like, you know, put on a shirt and some shorts and like put your hair in pigtails and go outside. There, fucking solved your relationship problems right there. Like you want more attention, just like stay outside your house for longer. But with men, we need to like, you need to have the desire for women, right? You need to like, because it takes work. You gotta go out there, you gotta fucking talk to them, you gotta like pretend like you're interested in what they're talking about, like all the shit you gotta do, right? So if you're just like fucking watching porn all the time, that takes away your motivation, I guess, is like the real problem. So like in general, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those things that like it's probably better to just not do at all. Yeah, period.
Carbohydrates, healthy carbohydrates, or go and phone a friend, go and see your friends, because that also, like, being around your girlfriends, girls in particular, being around your girlfriends, you release the hormone oxytocin, which is like, you know, you have this bond with your girlfriends. Actually, guys don't have this release, just girls do when they hang out with each other, which I find really interesting. And mothers also have it, new mothers with their newborn baby, so it connects the mother and the baby. You know, so like some mothers might be like, I mean, mothers in general, like, oh my God, you know, my baby is so gorgeous. And you might be like, oh my God, it's an ugly baby. That's an ugly baby. But because she's got that oxytocin release, that's bonding her to the baby, and obviously, you know, ensuring the survival of her baby. If she was an ugly little baby, she might like discard the baby or something. Focusing on porn is a distraction, and this sign that you
So oxytocin is like, I think they call it like the cuddling hormone or something. It's like when you like, I think it's like when you cuddle with somebody, or like it's, I guess the implication is like when you cuddle with somebody after sex, the oxytocin like releases, or your body releases oxytocin, and it makes you feel, like she said, it like strengthens the bond between you and that person. Interestingly enough, I think I learned this from like the red pill stuff, where basically like there's a hormone that's like the opposite of oxytocin. I don't know if it's like dopamine or something, or like adrenaline, or like, I don't know, whatever. It's the other hormone. Because like they say that if you're with a girl and like her body's like releasing oxytocin when you're around, she'll feel more comfortable with you, right? She'll feel like more intimate with you, like a deeper connection, but she'll lose a little bit of that like initial attraction for you, just because like she's getting more comfortable and you're less unfamiliar, you're more like familiar to her. So if you're more familiar, like there's less mystery, less mystique. It's like it's kind of just like what happens. That's not to say it's bad. I think there's some like health benefits to oxytocin release as well. And in fact, I think you can buy oxytocin. You can buy it like at nootropic stores. It's like, I think it comes in like a nasal spray. You can just like take your fucking nasal spray of oxytocin if you want. I wouldn't do it, but apparently it has like other health benefits. I think I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I know it has benefits. I just don't remember what they are exactly.
Not meeting your needs in some way, you're not living on purpose. Find more purpose in life. Start uploading some YouTube videos. Put focus into things that you really love doing. You know, if you love doing art or whatever, singing, go and do that. You know, porn is just simply a distraction, and it exploits women. It's an ugly industry, but I didn't care at the time because I'm just getting myself off. You know what I mean? I didn't care. Like, I wasn't thinking about that because I had an issue, and I haven't done that for a long time because I'm just happy. You know, I'm happy in my relationship. I'm happy in my life. I'm living on purpose. I don't want to distract myself anymore. So it's really cool to get to that point. So yeah, I did have a bit of a porn issue there. Let me know in the comments below, girls, if you have had a similar issue, or if you watch porn or whatever, because it really is damaging, because it also creates unrealistic expectations in a sexual relationship as well, because you got all these different porns that you can watch. Like I was watching this free website called keysmovies.com. I'm doing some advertising for them now. I'm not sponsored. I can assure you I am not sponsored. So I was watching them, and I was watching a whole lot of different things, and it can get a bit dark and dirty and dark and evil in that place. It really, really can. So, and that can affect your relationship as well. So that's why you don't want to indulge in it. It might seem kind of innocent and stuff, but it's not. Like, it's supporting that industry, which is exploiting women. It's like.
So that's interesting. I've heard that before, that porn is exploiting women, but like I don't think that's the right word, because first of all, nobody's forcing these girls to do this, right? It's not like they're not like doing it against. I mean, as far as I know, they're not doing it against their will. At least in America, it's just not happening. I mean, maybe it is like here and there for some reason, but like America's a free country, right? And that's where most of the porn comes from. Exploiting women, I don't know if that's the right word. I think maybe you could say setting unrealistic expectations for like sexual conduct between men and women. That might be more accurate. Or maybe exploiting women, I guess that means like setting unrealistic expectations, I think, is a much better way of saying that, because like it's not really exploiting women. It's maybe putting women in an uncomfortable situation when sex is going to happen with, let's say, a guy who doesn't have that much experience and has like expects her to maybe act in a way like he sees in porn and is not actually like what really happens. Might make her uncomfortable. I don't think it's exploiting them though. I think that's just not the right word there. What else did she say? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I know she had a problem. Like they say that addiction is measured in consequences, right? Like that's the difference. Like let's say somebody fucking whatever watches porn like all the time, but it doesn't affect their life, right? They're still doing all the things they need to do, or fucking just like getting shit done. Is that really an addiction then, or is it just a hobby? Or video games, or fucking smoking weed, or drinking alcohol, or like even honestly even stuff like shooting heroin or doing cocaine. If you don't have any like actual consequences from that, then of course fine, it'll change your life in like a little ways here and there, right? Obviously if you're fucking doing heroin, you're not like time where you're like high, you're not like sitting there fucking doing math problems or something, probably. So it will affect your life in some way, but let's say you have a job and you have a family and you fucking do all this other shit, and like, okay, you like to fucking shoot up, I guess, at the end of the day when your work is done. I mean, if there's no consequences for that, like actually no consequences, then we can't really call that an addiction, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree. It's an extreme example anyway, but like in terms of like, I don't know, with the porn stuff, like, is it good? Like overall, should you do it? Probably not. But like, I don't know, whatever.
Like a drug fix. It's distracting you from your life purpose. It's distracting you from just growing as a person and being the best that you can. So definitely get rid of the porn if you are watching it, because it is not going to be doing you any favors. All right, so that is my video. That is my video for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What's going on up there? And I will talk to you soon. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you next video. Hey guys. So I just ran back down here because I forgot to mention one of the most important parts of the video, and that is thanking Robin, who is my partner, for the inspiration for this, because he has really helped me realize how destructive porn can be. And he has a great channel dedicated to no porn. It's called No Porn Revolution. You got to check it out. This guy is an inspiration. He just is like a wealth of knowledge. So I'm going to put a link in the description below. Make sure you hop over there and subscribe and check out his videos. He really does know his stuff. All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm kind of confused as to why this girl gets so much hate. I really don't understand. This was like, if this wasn't Freelee the banana girl doing this video, this would be like, look at this, almost half as many dislikes as likes, and she's just basically here talking about her issues and like, there's more time for you to achieve your dreams. Porn is a distraction, blah blah blah. Porn is prostitution. I mean, I guess that's true technically. This is a little bit of virtue signaling here. It makes me uncomfortable. I guess this guy's not doing that anymore. Let's just take a look here. Ooh. No FAP webinar. All right, you tried. Yeah, not really. Worried her neighbor is hearing. That's kind of funny. I have a Netflix addiction. I struggle with porn. Porn industry is in the hands by incest perverts. Yeah, these are not like negative comments. I wonder like who is like downvoting this girl. Is that why they call you Banana Girl? That's funny. Um, hmm. Yeah, these are like not negative comments. So I'm wondering like who she pissed off, who like bought a bunch of dislikes for her channel. Um, yeah, like why do people hate this girl? I mean, let me know, because I don't, what am I missing here? Because every video that I've seen of her, she's like coherent and like normal and logical and not undeserving of any sort of like hate. Like I really don't understand. Like honestly, like if I didn't know this girl's reputation, I wouldn't think like any of this is bad. Like what's wrong with this? You know what I mean? Anyway, let me know. Leave me a comment. If you guys have any other YouTubers or suggestions you want to take a look at, let me know. Peace.